A while back, I had a poll where I asked you guys if you would like me to redo my first loadout videos since they didn't really match the quality of the newer ones where I didn't show the prices and everything. And you said yes, so here we are. We're doing the red loadout video, and don't worry, the next one will be the black one. So I would say let's get right into the video. A quick promotion from my side. For Christmas, I'm giving away these beautiful Shadow Daggers Damascus steel in minimal wear on the 25th of December for you guys. All you have to do is be subscribed, leave a comment and like the video. See the description for more information. And now back to the video. So, and since we're redoing this, I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible. For the Glock, we have the Water Elemental, the Candy Apple, the Vogue, and the Fade. And here I would personally go with the Water Elemental since that's the one I'm rocking. However, the Candy Apple, a perfect pick for you and also very cheap. For the USPS, we have 6 options: the Traitor, the Kill Confirm, the Cyrex, the Check Engine Line, the Serum, and the Blood Tiger. And here I personally go for the Traitor since I think it's an underrated skin for what it is. A red, it looks so cool with Vitality Hollow stickers from Stockholm 2021. Put that craft together and you will have a beautiful Traitor. For the upgraded pistols, we have the Muertos, Nevermore, Crimson Kimono, and Containment. And here I would go for the Muertos. It's a good skin. You can put also those Vitality stickers again on here and have a beautiful looking gun. For the 5.7, we have a lot of options again. We have the Boost Protocol, the Berries and Cherries, the Urban Hazard, the Candy Apple, the Crimson Blossom, and the Hyper Beast if you think that fits. But here I would go with the Urban Hazard or the Candy Apple since they are the perfect pick for me and also very cheap. On the Tech 9 side, we only have really 2 viable options, and that's the Isaac and the Re-Entry. If you don't want to spend that money on an Isaac, go for the Re-Entry. It has a low starting price and just go with that. And for our Deagle, we have a lot of options. We have the Code Red, the Crimson Web, the Sunset Storm, the Fennec Fox, the Ocean Drive, and the Blaze. So if you want the cheapest, just go with the Crimson Web. It has the lowest starting point, or the Ocean Drive if you want something more colorful. However, I would generally say go for the Code Red. It is the one I would say fits the best and doesn't break the bank. Oh boy, the Mac 10 is giving us a lot of options. We have the Sakaku, the Propaganda, the Candy Apple again, Pipe Down, Tatter, Carnivore, Aloha, Red, Filigree, and the Fade. And here I would say Candy Apple, good pick, very cheap. I'm rocking the Carnivore because I want stat track. However, if you do not care about that, go for the Candy Apple. The Mac 10 is giving us 4 options: the Hot Rod, the Red Poison Dart, the Food Chain, and the Setting Sun. Yes, the Food Chain is a bit on the colorful side, but I like it. That is why I would pick it. However, the Setting Sun and the Red Poison Dart are good, cheap alternatives. The MP7 is giving us 3 options: the Bloodsport, the Fade, and the Full Stop. And here I would just go with the Bloodsport. It is super cheap and it's a red. Then for the P90, we have a couple of options. We have the Vent Rush, the Fallout Warning, the Cold Blooded, Teardown, and here I would also put the P90 Shallow Grave in Battle Scarred since it goes more into the reddish once you go with a higher float. And that is also the one I would be picking. It is pretty cheap compared to the other ones. Yes, the Vent Rush would be the cheapest one, but yeah. And for all the PP enjoyers out there, we have the High Roller and the Candy Apple. And here I am rocking the High Roller since I like the card design, but Candy Apple, just a classic. Oh boy, the XM is giving us a lot of options. We have the Tranquility, the Heaven Guard, the Seasons, the Red Polygon, the Fallout Warning, and the Red Leather. And here I am rocking the Tranquility since I like the old school design from a Vanguard case. However, the Seasons also could pick, or the Red Leather in my opinion. For the Mac 10, we have 4 options: the Core Breach, the Insomnia, the Heaven Guard, and the Heat. And here I would just go with the Heat since I like the design the most. Moving on to the Galil, here we have 4 options: the Connection, Signal, Firefight, and Dusk Ruins. And here, in my opinion, the Firefight is the one to go since I'm also rocking it in my loadout. The FAMAS is giving us more options. We have the Roll Cage, the Valence, the Styx, the Survivor Z, the ZX Spectrum, and the After Mirage if you want to put that in. But here I would just go with the Roll Cage since it's a red, but the Valence is also a close pick of mine. Then the M4A1Ss, here we have the Night Terror, the Chanitos Fire, the Cyrex, the Blood Tiger, the Hot Rod, the Fade, the Hyper Beast, and the Welcome to the Jungle. And here I personally have the Cyrex. I like the clean design. However, Hyper Beast rocked that also in the past, and in my opinion, those would be my favorite picks. Oh boy, the M4A4 is giving us a lot of options. We have the Tooth Fairy, the Spider Lily, the Evil Daimo, Hellfire, the Converter, Bullet Train, Red DD Pad, Radiation Hazard, and the Howl, and the Cyber Security. And here I personally have the Cyber Security. However, the Evil Dino and the Red DD Pad, great picks. If you want something cheaper, go for the Converter or the Spider Lily since those are the cheaper options. Then our AKs are blessing us again with a lot of options: the Empress, the Bloodsport, Red Line, Redline, Aquamarine Revenge, the Orbit, MK01, Red Laminate, X-Ray, the Point Disarray, and the Wild Lotus. And here you know that I'm rocking the Empress, and that is the one I would go, but the Redline also great contender for the pick. And if you want something cheaper, go with the Point Disarray since it has the lowest starting price in the single digits. However, the Aquamarine Revenge are also good picks. Moving on to the scope weapons, we have the Momentum, the Side Meat, the Radiation Hazard, the Hot Rod, the Random Access, and the Sandstorm. And here I would personally go with the Side Meat. It looks nice, and I currently have the Momentum in, but I'm thinking about replacing it since it has a bit too much blue in it, and that is why I will go with the Side Meat. On the other side, the SG is giving us a lot of options. We have the Integrale, the Cyrex, the Dark King, Cyber Force, Candy Apple, and Fallout Warning, and the Berry Gel Coat. And here I would go with the Cyrex to match my M4. However, the Dark King also a good option, and the Candy Apple a good classic skin. Then our good old Scout is giving us also a couple of options: the Dragonfire, the Redstone, Blood in the Water, and the Bloodshot. And here personally I would go with the Dragonfire. I personally have it in my loadout as you've seen it before. However, if you want to go with the cheapest one, go with the Redstone. And now for our good old op, we have a lot of options. We have the Wildfire, the Redline, the Electrify, the Onitaji, the Chrome Cannon, I would say in Battle Scar, the Mortis, the Hyper Beast, the Fade, Desert Hydra, and the good old Dragon Lore. And here I personally go with the Wildfire. It's my favorite skin. I've just recently also switched it out for my Redline. However, the Redline also a good option. If you don't have a lot of money in the bank, go for the Mortis. It's a beautiful skin and a solid one as well. Moving on to our knife and glove combo, and here we have a couple of options that we could do. We have the Autotronic skins, the Slaughter skins, the Crimson Web, and the Doppler Ruby skins. For the cheapest one, go with the Autotronic skins. Here, for example, the Shadow Daggers as Autotronics, you can get them really cheap. And the cool thing with the Autotronic is that they don't have a traditional wear on them, they just get darker, which is good for your skin, so you can buy them in cheaper. If you have a bit more money, go maybe for a Slaughter or a Crimson Web if you find a cool pattern. I personally go with the Slaughter since I'm a fan of those skins. I would also go with a Bowie Knife Slaughter just because that is my personal choice that I've also just bought. But the Autotronic skins, especially the cheaper ones, you can get them for sub 100 euros, which is nice. For the gloves, we have to say we are lucky. We have a lot of options where we can get a sub 100 euro glove. I will put them up on screen, but as you can see, we have a couple of good options under 100 euros. You have the Resin, the Red, the Needle Point, which starts at 66 euros even, and also the Blood Pressure, good solid choice. However, we can also go higher in the price, and as you can see, we have a lot of options. I'm personally rocking the Specialist gloves, Crimson Web in field tested. They are a good solid choice, not too expensive and not too cheap in my opinion, and that is why I would go with them. So this is the new red loadout video. Let me know down below if I've missed something, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.